Good morning, you guys. Alright, start of a new week, Monday. It's just coming up on noon, about 11:50 right now. Late morning, whatever. Alright, but we are currently heading westbound on Interstate 10. And, we're still in Rialto right now. Rialto and Bloomington area. We're on our way to Fontana to deliver a load. And this one's going to a place that I've not been to before. I know the area, but I've not been to this particular customer ever before. I think it was called CJ International or something like that. What did I just see over here? I thought I just saw something hit something. Alright, anyway. They're located on Harupa Avenue, just east of Etiwanda Avenue. Over on the west end of Fontana. There we got here, 4587. Now, I would normally be taking Etiwanda straight on down, but my onboard is suggesting I take Cherry down to Harupa instead. Kind of, I don't know. I'm inclined to think that the 10 to Etiwanda might be a little quicker, but then again, I know the traffic on Etiwanda as well, so the area around Etiwanda on I-10 can be a real pain in the butt at times, so maybe that's why it's suggesting the Cherry Avenue way instead. Anyway. Yeah, I've never been to the customer before, but I did take a look at a number of Google reviews on the place, and most of the reviews were very positive. A lot of positive things said about the receiving office people there. They said it's easy to get parked there. There's plenty of room to dock as well, and they also have a reputation for not taking long to load or unload either. I don't know about unloading so much, but I did see some people saying that even unloading they didn't take that long, no more than maybe a couple hours. But I know a lot of the drivers who left reviews saying they picked up loads there, said they were quick. So makes me look forward to going to this place, knowing that there are so many people who had positive enough experiences there where they would gladly go back there. So I'm anticipating I'll have the same kind of experience. Go ahead and get slid over here. Okay, let me how to watch for that. Okay, now you saw I crossed on a solid white line here. So there's good info here for you guys. Might want to check your state laws, because some states they might actually prohibit crossing a solid white line like that. California, it isn't explicitly prohibited. There's nothing in the California Vehicle Code saying you cannot cross a solid white line. You can't cross double solid white line, but single solid like this, it's more of a Caltrans recommendation. Or whoever the jurisdiction is. It's more of it's legal technically, but it's not recommended. And if you do cross it, whether you're approaching an intersection, there's always a solid line right there, but the last, 50 feet or so before the intersection, or even places like that, you can possibly get cited by the police for making an unsafe lane change, but it's circumstantial. Like, if there's nobody else around you and it's clearly there's no danger to anybody, then they'll have a harder time winning that, beating you in court if you try to fight it. But now, if you do, let's say if you make a lane change and maybe there's traffic at the cross street or driveway nearby, or other traffic like that on-ramp guy up there, then that might be hey, you might have a more valid case for a finable offense. Anyway, let's talk about something else though while we're at it. Speaking of, this load came from a shipper in Minnesota. I don't think I've been to that shipper before. Tony Downs Food Warehouse in St. James, Minnesota. I'm not familiar with that shipper. Pretty sure I've not been there before. But anyway, it is a dry load. I didn't even take a good look at what it is, but dry load, I would imagine it's either non-food or dog food or something. All right, that said, let's move on to the topic of this vlog. So earlier, later last week, or I think it was Friday or Saturday or whatever day it was. I don't know. Like later last week, I want to say, there was a fatal crash in Florida on the turnpike in which a trucker illegally went from the right shoulder, crossed the median where it's an official use only crossover, and crossed over to the opposite side. When he did it, he turned right in front of a minivan that was in the fast lane and had nothing they could do but crash into the guy's trailer. And the crash ended up killing all 3 occupants of the minivan. And get this, there is interior dash cam footage, just like you're looking at me on right here, of the driver making his turn, and you can actually see the van crashing into his trailer through his interior camera. Better hurry up, car. I'm not hitting my brakes for you. And then to make it worse, the guy seemed like he had, like he wasn't surprised or whatever. It almost seemed like he was smug about it. So that pissed off a lot of more people. And then on top of that, before I got all the details, the camera footage showed that it was a Sikh driver, which is an Indian guy who practices the Sikh faith. Now, a lot of people ignorantly think that Sikhs are synonymous with Muslims, but that is not true. I'm not going to get into that whole thing there. Sikhs do not worship Muhammad or Allah. They follow the preachings of someone named Guru Nizra. They have gurus. They have nothing to do with Muhammad and all. Anyway, aside from that, now before any other details came out about the guy, there were a lot of comments on social media about why didn't they arrest him right away, or of course the fact that the guy is Sikh, they automatically assume that the guy is not American. Okay, well in this case, it actually turned out later on that they were correct that the guy isn't an American. He's actually in America illegally since 2018, in fact. And California stupidly gave him a CDL. Like, how in the hell are you even able to get a CDL when you're here illegally? That shouldn't even be allowed. Now, I'm not going to buy arguments that, he can't, if he couldn't speak English or whatever, he probably, had no way to know that he couldn't cross there, even though there were signs there saying don't cross. Come on, if you've been in the country for 7 years, I guarantee you know at least some amount of English. I'm not buying that crap that you don't speak the language at least well enough to know shit like that. But on top of that, there are plenty of Indians. We have, especially here in California, who were naturally born here. They're totally legit U.S. citizens. They speak perfectly good English. And I know plenty of others who are immigrants from India, and they speak perfectly good English too. So just the fact that he's an immigrant didn't really tell me anything about his English language fluency. And I think the English language, the lack of English language knowledge, even if that is an issue, I think that's a bullshit excuse. How many of you guys drive right past speed limit signs and have no idea you're passing by them? How many of you pass by other signs like the lane's ending signs? Or trucks use left lane only because of construction, and you guys camp out behind us and expect us to move out of your way because you don't notice the damn sign saying that we're actually required to be in that left lane in certain situations. There's a lot of that. Even people who actually speak English mess that up. I missed Cherry Avenue exit, so we're going to have to use Etiwanda. I don't know why I did that. Creature of habit, I guess. That's I'm going to be talking about something else on my next vlog related to distracted driving, and this will actually tie into it a little bit. Anyway, so now the first time I really heard the no speak English as an excuse for why the person had caused a fatal crash was that crash involving that Mexican driver in Colorado a few years ago. When he lost his brakes and went right past a runaway truck ramp and plowed into, I think he killed like 8 people in that crash, something like that. Alright, let's get back over here quickly. But that's the first time I really remember hearing that becoming even like remotely a hot topic issue at all. But here's the thing. I've seen plenty of English speakers do the same kind of stupid shit. About a year ago, I was on I-40 eastbound, just west of Albuquerque. That I think the top of the hill area before you get to the Love's truck stop over there. And what do you know? There's a semi driver from my side crossed over to the other side illegally on the median, and then as I pass by them going the other direction, it's a white woman, totally American. Nobody would ever think she's anything different. Woman, you can't say she doesn't speak English. She definitely looked like a totally American woman. The way she looked is what I could tell. So it's it's ridiculous how some people think that only non-English speakers are causing these bad crashes when it comes to truckers. Now there are some notable cases, yes, but I can tell you there's plenty of other cases where drivers that were totally fluent in English ignored signs and also caused fatal crashes as well. So, where's the real problem at? It's not so much the English language lack of or fluency that you do have, whatever. Oh, that's nice. Illegal U-turn there, dude. What a dumbass. It's the decision making. Make stupid decisions in the interest of saving time. Like I had one that just happened a few months back in Iowa. I was westbound on I-80 there in Iowa, and the car was, I could tell that they were wanting to get to the exit from the fast lane, and so I backed off, but they couldn't get over there because they were too close to the exit when they decided to do it, and there was someone already in that lane. So they went ahead and continued, and then they ended up causing traffic to back up behind them while they're making an illegal turn across the median, and they were within eyeshot of an exit, right, just barely right up the road. Like not even maybe a quarter of a mile away was an exit that they could have used to do it the correct way. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was an English speaker too. So don't give me any crap that lack of English is the reason why these guys are causing crashes. No, a little common sense and making good decisions regardless is what'll keep you out of trouble or will get you into trouble. How many truckers you see who actually, like that guy right there, the guy making the U-turn? Why make that kind of move when you can just make your left turn right here, turn on another side street, like maybe this one right up here, and then gets turned around the correct way instead of possibly causing a crash? Okay, let me double check. I think I don't know if this is. It might be the next one. Oh wait, you know what? CJI, I think that might be the Smart and Final. I could be wrong, but this looks familiar, and I want to say, yeah, there's a new Smart and Final DC over here that, yeah, here's CJ Logistics right here. No, this isn't Smart and Final, this is something else, but there is a new Smart and Final DC over here in this area that is close by. I forget what exact street it's on, but it's pretty close. Alright, so yeah, it does look like there's a ton of space here. Let's get ourselves backed into a spot here. Oh yeah, look like easy straight back setup for pretty much everything here. Alright, how about we come over here, a couple spots over. Alright, almost perfect setup, not perfect, but close enough. Alright, looks like there's a K-rail there that I'm going to not want to hit very hard, if at all. Should be good enough here. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and get checked in here, and I'll see how long it takes to get to the dock door. I don't see anybody in the dock door right now, just drop trailers and then some personal vehicles parked in front of some of these doors, so I don't know what's up with that. Alright guys, we are ready to dock in now. A little slow getting to this. The guy did apologize for getting to me late, but yeah, it's already 2 o'clock. I have a 1 o'clock appointment time. And on top of that, I got a load I have to deliver at 5 a.m. in Riverside tomorrow, and I'm going to need to get off duty pretty quickly today so I can make sure I get the required rest in between the loads. So now, as long as I get back to the yard around 5:30 this evening, I'll be okay. But first thing we're going to do, we're going to come over here. I had to hide tandems back also. Come over here, and then receiving office will actually cut the seal off. Then they'll let me know what door to dock into. Okay. Alright guys, we got our seal broken now. Doors open. Tandem is back. Yeah, they were pretty cool here, just like they were saying. So the guy at the he cut the seal, and then he apologized, said they're short staffed today. They only have like one person unloading right now, and the unloader just finished doing 11 a.m. Okay, we're actually going to dock in over on the south side of the building. Now we're going to go out this gate, but do not go out on the street. We're going to make a right turn over here, and there should be some more dock doors over this way. And alright, it's going to be on the blind side. I don't think that's going to be too big a problem there. It's if there's drop trailers, we'll just do a U-turn into a side setup. If there's plenty of room there, I might be able to get it. No, it looks like we're going to have to plan on a U-turn into side. So, yeah, it looks like there should be no problems getting a U-turn into a side done. Okay, but yeah, they do have a reputation for being fast, and I only have maybe half a trailer of product in there, so That might help as well with expediting. Okay, look like we're going to be on the other side of this JB Hunt container somewhere. Yeah, right next to JB Hunt. Okay, so we get over to door 8, which is where this other container's at. We might actually be able to get a straight back even with these. I'm off there, but come on. Reverse. Yeah, I mean, I could have gotten a straight back out of that. Had it been lined up around, someone left the wheel chuck. I'm going to have to stop and get the wheel chuck out of the way before I can hit the door. I'll go ahead and take care of that now. I guess I should have asked him how the checkout goes. Whether he'll call me back when bills are ready, or if the unloader will bring the bills to my truck, or what. And then there's this other gate right here, so I don't know if I'm going to exit out through that gate there, or go back out the same gate we came in. No lines here, so it's not the easiest to square up just right with the door. So come on. I'm watching the shadow back there to kind of gauge when to come on. The truck keeps ricocheting because the area here slopes downward away from the door, so it naturally has a tendency to want to move away from it. Alright, anyway, we're in. It is 2:19 now. We'll see how long this takes. Alright guys, we are finally unloaded. I got out of there around 4:40ish. So it was about over 3.5 hours after my appointment time. Just bad luck today, I guess, with that. And on top of that, now I gotta go get this. I gotta go drop. I don't have enough time to screwball around, so I'm gonna drop this trailer over at the carrier facility in Jurupa Valley. Well, we're already in Jurupa Valley right now, kind of, but the other end of town. And go retrieve that other trailer that I'm going to need for tomorrow's load. It's actually got 3 drops on it. Riverside, La Mirada, if I recall, and Torrance. But my understanding is the planner only wants me to worry about the first drop. I think because of what time I'll have to go on duty and what time the other loads are, especially the Torrance deliveries too, I would have a 14-hour clock problem more than likely. So I think he's going to work on, he probably has another driver set up to do those other 2 drops. So the other thing I forgot about here is at this customer we just finished was I forgot that when you dock in, you're supposed to bobtail back to the staging area and wait there in the staging area. I forgot all about that until the unloader came out and reminded me of that. Like, oh shit, yeah, you're right. It didn't take incredibly long though after I actually did get disconnected and out of there. So there was that. It's just, the fact they're running behind is with limited manpower is what the real issue was. Alright, we're going to be getting off at Rubidoux Boulevard here, but that's not going to be part of the vlog. It's 5 miles away. Go straight up Rubidoux Boulevard, and on the right side's the carrier facility. Alright, that's all I got. You guys have a good day. Appreciate you guys hanging out watching. By the way, I found out while I was waiting for my load to be done, that Indian driver I was telling you about who caused that fatal crash. Turns out someone else had posted evidence that this guy actually destroyed a 5-ton capacity bridge in Arkansas, over by Danbury, Arkansas, back in 2019, I believe. I've been to Danbury before. There's Wayne Farms chicken facility over there that I picked up from. And yeah, it is a lot like back road kind of shit over there. I didn't go on the road that he went on, but I'm not sure why he even ended up on the road that he ended up on, but it was Dale something Bridge, is what the guy went across. It was a north-south road going in between a couple of highways. I've been on both of those east-west highways. So obviously this guy is prone to making bad decisions and really doesn't belong in the truck. I don't care if he speaks English or not. It's people like him who have no common sense. I don't care if you speak English or something else. You don't belong in a truck if you can't use enough common sense. Come on, Tesla. Get out of the way already. Alright, anyway. Y'all have a good day. Appreciate you guys watching. I'll see you guys, I don't know, whenever I got something, well, I do have something else I can talk about. I don't really anticipate vlogging tomorrow morning, but we'll see. Alright, you have a good day. We'll see you.